How to add Instagram posts to your Shopify store. Hi, I'm Clarice Lin, the ROI doctor who helps small businesses and online stores get more sales by getting on Google and YouTube page 1. In today's question, I'm going to cover how you can add Instagram posts to your online store. But first things first, why do you want to add Instagram posts to your online store? Is it worth it? What for? So there are 3 reasons. Reason number 1, you want to create new content on your Shopify store. Basically, if you don't have a blog, you're not constantly updating new content on your Shopify store. In this way, you can't really get customers to keep visiting your website because nothing is really new. Browsers, shoppers, they like to engage with the brand, and by putting your Instagram posts on your website, it's a great opportunity to showcase new content. For example, if you are sharing what's happening in your business, how do you prepare your shipping, or how do you process your orders, how's your wrapping process like. If you are constantly creating this content on Instagram itself, it might be worthwhile the effort to pull all this information to put it on your store. It helps to liven the website with new content, so it gives more reason for browsers on your website, on your store, to be able to see all this interesting behind the scenes content. Reason number 2, you want to create social proof. Aside from having testimonials and reviews on your website, when you have specific customers or a couple of your customers who have bought your product, perhaps they have created an Instagram post and then they have tagged your brand, and then you can share those content on your Instagram post. Then it's also a brilliant idea to share this user-generated content by your beloved customers on your online store. Isn't it a great way for potential customers to see how previous customers have actually enjoyed buying your products, using your products, and excited to unwrap your products? So having that social proof on your store is a great way to boost sales. Reason number 3, when you have web visitors or shoppers, online shoppers, coming to your website through other channels, let's say they're coming from Google or from other social media channels that's not Instagram, maybe Pinterest, maybe one of your PR activities or collaboration with other influencers. So if you have those visitors coming to their website, maybe they are not aware of your Instagram account, so they are not aware of this content, so it gives them an opportunity to see those Instagram posts on your website, and then they can go click on it and go and follow you on Instagram. In this case, with this multiple interactions, this is going to help to increase the likelihood of a potential customer turning into a buyer, giving them multiple reasons to actually interact with your content. It helps to foster trust, create a connection, create excitement, anticipation. All this helps to translate that interaction into a sale. So if you are still deliberating whether to add an Instagram feed or Instagram post to your online store, there you've got the 3 reasons why. And the next thing is, now that you are totally convinced and you want to add your Instagram post to your online store, how would you do that? Set up an Instagram feed. So setting up an Instagram feed, I would highly recommend you to use the Instafeed. Instafeed is an official Instagram Shopify app. So if you download that, that shouldn't be a problem. It has very good ratings, so if you install that, it's fairly straightforward and it's a free app for you to use. So you can easily set that up. How do you set it up? I'm going to show you on the computer step by step on how you can easily set it up. It's a very easy process and you should be easily get this up within an hour. So let's head on to my computer. Let's go. Right now we are in front of my computer, and this is the page where you go to find the Instafeed app. apps.shopify.com/Instafeed. As you can see, it's a official Instagram feed, so probably it's likely the collaboration between Instagram and Shopify, which means that it's likely to be a very reliable app. If there's any problems or if you face anything, it's likely to be addressed. So you can see this app was developed by Mint Studio, and there is 4.9 star by 944 reviews. So it's a pretty good app, and it has a free plan available. You will click on Add App over here, and then it will guide you to a login to your Shopify store. It will lead you to your app page in your store. So you can see under apps, it directs you to the Instafeed. You can see top right hand by Mint Studio over here. So if you want an upgrade, you can also click on here. Otherwise, this is where you can use it for free. The first thing that you do is to connect to your Instagram account. So you will click on this green button over here. Then it will guide you to an Instagram login page. So you will log in to your Instagram page and it will ask you if you would like to receive the following information. You will connect to your Shopify Instagram business profile over here, and you can just make sure it's all ticked, and then you click on allow. So it's just basically authorization to access your feed, to pull it to your Shopify store. Just click on allow, and then it's done. It'll guide you back to this page. You can see over here, once you are connected, you will see this is what you will see. You can see here, if it's connected, it says account connected. So if you're connected to your wrong account, if you have multiple accounts and then you have connected it wrongly, then this is where you can figure out and, rectify the problem. If not, let's continue. So the first things would be the feed title. So typically people would just put follow us on Instagram. If you want it all caps, you can put it all caps. You can type it right here. And it also allows you to adjust or customize the spacing between your images. So some people don't like any spacing between the images. Some people prefer that. So you can customize it based on the layout of your store. So it allows you to, this is be 0%, is 1%, 2%, 5%, and 10%. So you can adjust it and see how it looks like if there's something that you like. And of course, then you can click on image, click, select open pop-up. So it will show you the Instagram post itself. And you can decide what kind of layout do you want. The typical layout would be the grid, or you can choose a slider as well. Depends on how it would fit into your entire store design and layout. So you can play around with it. And you can also customize your rows and your columns. If you want 4 rows or 3 columns, or if you want more. So if people want to see more, they can click on more likely. Otherwise, you can select what's the minimum number of rows and columns they can see when they first load up. And you can see right here over here in small font to have a different configuration between desktop and mobile. Subscribe to our Pro plan. If you have 4 rows and 3 columns, it will look the same on desktop and on mobile. However, because mobile has a smaller screen, maybe you want a slightly different configuration, then you likely need to subscribe to the Pro plan. Otherwise, this is a good number to have. And once you're done, you can click on save. And the next thing you want to do once you have decided on your configuration is to head to your home page of your Shopify store, so you can put it there. Okay, what you would do is to head to themes under sales channel, themes, and then you can click on this button that says customize. Click on this customize button, and then it will bring you to your homepage customization, where all your different components of your homepage is displayed here. What you need to do to add this section here, I want to highlight, is to click on add section. If you want to add your Instagram feed to the bottom of your homepage, you head right to the bottom next to the footer, and then you click on add section. And then it will pop up from here. So when you click on add section, the next thing that's going to come up is the different things you can add. For example, your image, your content, blog post, whatever. What you need to look for is called the Instagram feed app, which you have installed. So click on that, and then you would see that now it's being added. So it's over here. If you want to reshuffle the position of your feed, you don't want it to be at the end near your footer, you want it to be elsewhere, you can shift it around. Otherwise, you can just leave it there. So that's pretty cool. Now it's done. What you can also do is to click on Instafeed app after you have added it in. You click on it, and it allows you to customize the font size of this heading. So previously on settings of the app, you can actually decide what is the title that you want on top of your feed. Over here, you can decide what is the font size you want to have. If you want to scroll through the list of fonts, available fonts, you can click on change and decide what's the font type you want here. You can also customize the heading size depending on how you want to align these to your entire store layout. But I don't have a fixed standard font to recommend, but when you look at heading size, if you want it to be visible, look at what's the size of your other headings on your homepage itself and align that accordingly. You can also decide how wide you want the feed to be, which means the entire rows and columns, like how wide you want it to be on the website itself. So you can play around with this, you can drag it around and see which looks better. Or if you have specific fonts or specific things you want to customize itself, maybe the spacing between the feed and your title, different things you want. If you're good in CSS coding, you can put it right here, custom code. But if you're happy to have it as it is, simple layout and customization, just select from what's available over here. So now that you have done your customization, the size of your fonts, how big you want your feed to be, you can also decide, if you remember earlier, we were looking at the subscription. If you want to have a different layout on your desktop and mobile, you can actually click on, if you can see here, there is a little computer button over there which you click on. You can actually see how it would look like on that. And then you can decide how it would look like, and then from there you can click on save. If you're not happy with some of the changes that you have made, don't worry, there is the undo and redo button like all your normal software, so you can go ahead to play around with it and click save. After you've clicked save, you change your mind, you can also go back to make your necessary changes. And that's it, pretty straightforward. And then after all of this is saved, you can head on to your website, check it out on the desktop, check it out on the mobile, and see how it looks like, the look and feel, if it's nice or not. By now, I hope you have your Instagram feed set up properly on your Shopify store. That will help to create more excitement and more opportunities for your previous customers and new customers to engage with your content. If you also want to get traffic from Google, which is the #1 search engine for shoppers and browsers in the world, then you might also want to check out my other video right here. It's going to teach you how to get your Shopify products for free on Google Shopping without necessarily running an ad. So go do and check that out. I'm also going to put the link down in the description and the pinned comments below. And there's also another of my resources where I have a repository of all the Shopify videos, Shopify related videos about how to boost sales, get on Google Shopping, and all the different errors that you can resolve if you face some problems trying to set up your store on Google Shopping. So do check that out. And if you are finding all of this super overwhelming, you just want to sell your products, focus on that, and you need someone to help you with boosting your sales and getting more sales this holiday season, you can also check out my services page. I'm going to put it down in the description and the pinned comment below, so do check that out. I help Shopify store owners get on top of their game. So if you enjoyed this video, found it really useful, give it a like and do subscribe to my channel for future videos on how to get more sales and get on Google and YouTube Patreon. This is Clarice Lin signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.